Hello everybody who is watching this video. I am back, and today I am going to be kind of analyzing some of these stands from Part 3, Stardust Crusaders of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, to see if I think any of them would have a chance at beating Ultimate Cars, or if they are more likely to be Ultimate Cars, or have a small chance, or whatever it may be. And in this fight, neither party would have an advantage, so it would be in a semi-open space as to not give long or short-range stands any sort of advantage. We'll say no stand. Nobody has any knowledge about either like abilities, so stand user wouldn't have any information on cars. Same way around. So yeah. And we are starting off, of course, with the OG stand, Star Platinum. And now I'm going to take all of these stands at their maximum power, although I don't think it really applies to many of the stands here, because most of them get defeated in one episode. But Star Platinum, by the end, can stop time for 5 seconds. But I do not think that Star Platinum would be able to beat Ultimate Cars, because if we consider, and this is going to be part of the reason why Ultimate Cars just beats so many different stands. Considering Ultimate Cars, while he is not a stand user, it is a very safe assumption that he can in fact see stands, because he is like kind of like the embodiment of all organisms, and the whole point of becoming Ultimate Cars is that he has the abilities of every life form, because otherwise there would be certain organisms that could do things that he could not, and that was what Cars was trying to rise above, and obviously he did that by the end of Battle Tendency. So I think it's a very safe assumption that he can see the stands. Obviously he wouldn't know what they do, but so he's not gonna be. It's not like a stand's gonna be able to just like kill him, and he won't be able to see anything. So having said that, not that it matters all that much for Star Platinum, but I do not think that Star Platinum has enough force to kill Cars. Because if you think Ultimate Cars was never actually injured. Like, we've never seen him be injured. Not to say that he has infinite durability, but that's to say that he has strong enough durability that it really doesn't matter. Like, there's no stands that really would be able to kill him by conventional means, by way of like stabbing or anything like that. So I don't think Star Platinum could do enough damage to Ultimate Cars, even with the time stop. And then we move on to Magician's Red. I don't think it'd be able to burn it enough. And you have to remember, Cars also has very high regeneration. So that's another thing to think about. And Hermit Purple, obviously not. Hierophant Green doesn't put out nearly enough damage. Silver Chariot, I'm not going to use Silver Chariot Requiem, because that will be for the video on part 5. Because it's really a different stand. It doesn't have anything to do with Silver Chariot. And Silver Chariot would put up a good fight. Same with Star Platinum. They would both, Magician's Red as well, they would all put up a good fight. But not enough damage. The Fool, no. Zawardo, no, it's not gonna, doesn't do enough damage. Same as Star Platinum. Tower of Grey has no reason that it would be able to win against. Sorry, let me just adjust this really quick. There we go. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason that. Okay, so let's say Tower of Grey to Ebony Devil don't have enough strength anyway to even. Okay, I get the one's name Strength. I don't care. They couldn't be Ultimate Cars. Yellow Temperance would fare a lot better than a lot of the stands on this list, because the whole point of it is to kill living things. It's a very, very, very strong stand, and in all honesty, Star Platinum shouldn't have been able to beat it. He just decided that he had enough pressure to blow it away with water. So I think cars would eventually be able to get past it. I think it might give him the most trouble on this list. Hangman, Cars could find down the... And we have to remember that Cars has I believe it says officially 400 IQ. So he's not going to be outsmarted by any of these stand users. So he'd be able to find the user quick enough to not get harmed by Hangman all that much. Because he really just uses blades, which might be able to kill Cars a little bit, but not that much. Emperor is just a gun. Empress is it's not even close. Wheel of Fortune, no. Justice, you'd have to poke Cars with something, given an injury. It's not gonna happen. Lovers, I highly doubt it. Cars would most likely be able to sense it in his brain. I'd say it has a chance of Lovers has a chance of killing Ultimate Cars, I believe, but I don't think it's likely to kill Ultimate Cars, because Steely Dan I don't think the stand would be able to rip apart Cars' brain fast enough, because it just sends it into a very fast destruction spree when Steely Dan is hurt. But other than that, I think Steely Dan would just die too quickly to Ultimate Cars. Sun, no. Cars has 400 IQ. If Stardust Crusaders could figure out that they just had to, there's like where the stand user was, then obviously Cars could. Death 13. See, even if he were to get him in his dream world, you still have the strength that you would have otherwise. Because, of course, Kakyoin was able to bring Hierophant Green into the world. So, obviously, Death 13 cannot control his whole sleep dimension. He just controls whether stands come in or not, to an extent. But other than that, Cars would just be able to beat Death 13, the stand in the world. Judgment, no. High Priestess, no, it just isn't strong enough. Geb, no, it just isn't strong enough again. Coom and Toth have no offensive capabilities. Anubis is an interesting case. If Cars were to pick up Anubis, he might be able, you'd be able to possess Cars and make him kill himself. So Anubis would have a chance, but it's a very situational stand. And that's against anybody. It's a situational stand. But, obviously, if Cars were to... Cars doesn't have any way of killing it. Because then you'd have to touch it. I guess you could knock it out of the way with something. But if neither of them knew, and, likely they would not encounter each other. Likely Cars would never think, there's no reason for him to pick up this random sword on the ground. So, Anubis could if Cars were to touch it. But that's if he touches it. So it's kind of up in the air with that one. Anubis is a weird stand. It's very interesting stand, actually. But so it has a chance of killing him. But, of course, it's just kind of a wash. Probably wouldn't happen. And then Bastet. Yeah, that's Bastet. No. And then Sethin. That's an interesting argument against being able to beat Ultimate Cars. I think I would have a very slim chance to beat him. Because, alright, let's say this theoretical scenario. Because, let's say, I believe Sethin would probably be able to take Cars out of his ultimate form, potentially, if he was able to sneak up on him. But if we look at it, it doesn't reduce your age by years. It reduces it by percent of years. because the Egyptian woman that Alessi used Sethan on turned into a fetus after about 10 seconds, compared to Polnareff being turned into about 8 years old in, like, no time at all. So, like, it'd be very easy for him to avoid it. Sorry about that, guys. I had to deal with something really quick. So yeah, I don't think Sethan is likely to beat Cars, because back to the theoretical scenario. Sorry, I had to skip a little something there. So yeah, if he was to fight Cars, he'd probably revert him back to normal Cars. Then Alessi's dead. Like, Alessi is done. Alessi is a very stupid person, and he's also a really creepy person, but that's besides the point. I don't think he'd be able to beat Alessi at all. Or I don't think Cars would be able to lose just to Alessi, because he's a very just weak and stupid person. Anyways, that's enough on that. Sorry, that was just I got befuddled there. Osiris, I'll do Osiris and Autumn in the same. So the Darby brothers, like, if they were to be able to get Cars to gamble, or they were to get Cars to play video games, I don't think Cars would lose, because he has 400 IQ. He'd be able to cheat at, to see the cheating of, the older Darby, and I'd say Autumn probably has the best chance, because Darby Younger did not cheat. But the question is, would Cars be able to figure out how the game works quickly? And I don't think he would. Okay, Cars could just fly out of the room that he puts you in, potentially, depending on how potent it is. So he probably has actually a decent chance of taking Cars' soul. I'd say it's a good 50-50 chance. It depends if how well you can tell you're in the room, and if Cars would be able to figure out the video game fast enough, which I don't think he would. But if Cars could figure out that he could escape the room, then he most likely could. And then we have Cream, and Cream is a very, very strong stand. Anything it touches is just gone. It's essentially dead. So it could kill Cars, but the second that Vanilla Ice comes out of the shell thingy that Cream provides to look around to see if you hit anything, Cars will be able to instantly kill him, because Cars has Hamon. If you don't know, because that's obviously how the whole volcano sequence, he blew up the volcano with the Hamon, conducted by the Princess of Asia. So he has very strong Hamon, so Vanilla Ice would be dead instantly, but if he got lucky with being fast enough, or the element of surprise, he might be able to beat Cars, so I'd say another 50-50 chance with that. So that is going to be the end of this video. So yeah, in part 3 there isn't too many stands that I would say have a really good chance of beating, Ultimate Cars. I'd say Autumn probably has the best chance. Cream has the second best chance. And then, like, Sethan, Lovers, and, Sethan, Lovers, and Anubis would probably have a decent chance of killing him. I don't think everyone ever Horus, but I don't think Horus could beat Cars at all. So yeah, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good day.